So I'm going to make some chocolate zucchini cake. So for that, I'm going to need some shredded zucchini, baking soda, baking powder, vanilla, a couple of eggs, some butter, some chocolate chips, sugar, flour, cocoa, some milk, and it calls for sour milk, so I'm going to use some vinegar to help sour it, some vegetable oil, some cinnamon and cloves, and I think that's it. Let's get started. I had two medium-sized zucchinis, and they both shredded up to be about a cup. So 2 of them was perfect amount. A half a cup of milk, to which I added 2 teaspoons to a tablespoon of vinegar. And I'm going to just let that sit and sour. I added a little more vinegar later on. So 1/4 cup of butter, 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, I don't know if you can see this, it really kind of separated. So 1/2 cup of that. And this is more than 1/2 cup now because I added so much vinegar to it. So that should be about right. I was supposed to add the sugar. Yep, I was supposed to add the sugar to that. 1 3/4 cups of sugar. Okay, 4 tablespoons of cocoa. Okay, that's 4. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Calls for 1/2 teaspoon of cloves, but I don't know if I'm going to put that much in. I'm going to put a 1/4 teaspoon of cloves in. Half seems like a lot to me. and 2.5 cups of flour. And then the 2 cups of shredded zucchini. Just going to spray it with vegetable oil cooking spray. I hope that doesn't overflow and bake over. Put it on a baking sheet just to make sure. And now we need to sprinkle with 3/4 of a cup of chocolate chips. And bake at 325 for 40 to 50 minutes. Probably more than 3/4 of a cup. Put as much as you like on there. Okay, 325 for 40 to 50 minutes. This cooked for about 55 minutes, and I really should have used a larger pan. The recipe said to use a 10 by 10 inch pan, and I think mine was more like a 9 by 9 inch pan. I really think a 9 by 13 pan would work out. Just bake it for less time. Once the cake cooled, I made a glaze to go over top of it, just with a little knob of butter and some powdered sugar, and I mixed that together and then put a little bit of vanilla and then thinned it down with some water. I was taking this cake to some people, and so I really didn't want that ugly end on it, so I cut that off. And then I'm taking a portion of the cake out and putting it into a little disposable container. And I apologize. I was in such a hurry to get dinner together to take to these people that I did a lot of things out of frame. And so you can't see them. Here I am drizzling the glaze over the top of the cake. And then after that, I sprinkled some more chocolate chips on top. If you had some pecans or walnuts, I'm sure that would be yummy as well. Or even some sliced almonds. So here you have zucchini chocolate cake. It's a very moist and dense cake and just delicious. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.